Podcast bullshit is exclusive.
Excellent!
So, let's talk about something fun tonight. I've been wanting to talk about this topic all day because I saw it pop up, and it was an interesting thought exercise. So, what do you guys think about Batman Returns? What do you think of when you think of the film? Dion, just two things.
Christopher fucking Walken and Michelle Pfeiffer in leather, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Kendo?
Michelle Pfeiffer in leather.
Mm-hmm. Nick?
Michelle Pfeiffer in leather and those ridiculous penguins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the penguins were cool, too.
Drowning children.
Yeah.
And Pee Wee Herman.
Oh man, I forgot about that whole subplot.
I know, that's a crazy fucking plan. Like, I don't want to destroy Gotham. I'm just going to drown all the kids in Gotham. Like, excuse me, sir? What the fuck did you just say?
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to share one thing, Dion. Sorry to kill your thunder. Remember how we were talking about the daughter of Starfire?
Yeah.
I figured out a parental lineage. Here you go. So Starfire plus Clowns with Fun equals Mandy Coriander.
I could see that.
There you go. I forgot to
It
share
makes
this.
sense now. Wait, hold on. She cheated on Dick Grayson with that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
She wanted to change the
downgrade.
pace. And obviously listen, if you know Violator, that tongue, woo-hoo, that's a winner.
All I'm saying is tequila is a hell of a drink, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a drug too. So, folks, the reason I led with Batman Returns is because there's a question that's popping up, and I wanted to discuss this tonight. Is Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
100%. 100 fucking percent a Christmas movie.
Okay, so let's start talking about that, Dion. Tell me why
Yes.
you think Batman Returns is a Christmas film. Now, I put it like this, folks. Tonight, I am not going to debate. I'm not going to really argue super long form. We're going to talk about this. It'll be a great pop culture debate style. But I wanted to get this out there, start talking about this, minimally debate, because I wanted to turn this topic into a video. So we're going to clip this. We're going to put this up. We want people's take on this. And then I have a more definitive WCBS style take. So it'll be a longer form video, kind of like how Mueller does his stuff, where we put all the audio and stuff in the video into it as well. So Dion, please elaborate. Why do you think that Batman Returns is a Christmas film?
Well, that's the semi background. I mean, obviously the major background is Gotham City, but it's Gotham City during Christmas time. And again, even so, one of the biggest things the Penguin wants to do is fucking take kids like little presents from the Christmas tree, however he says it, and fucking gank them in the nighttime, you know. And then obviously you've got all the Christmas imagery, whether it be the Penguin's goons attacking the city to steal the fucking presents from under the fucking tree. Obviously, the whole Christopher Walken, using Christmas as a backdrop to get his fucking scheme going. It's outside of all that, the backdrop of the whole movie is all this crazy shit happening during Christmas. And then obviously you got all the imagery with the snow falling, him fighting Catwoman in the winter, and snow is the backdrop, and then the ball when they realize who the other one is. It's it's a Christmas ball. It's definitely a Christmas movie.
Nick, same question to you, sir.
I mean, look at the images. You have the giant tree, and and what looks to be, I guess, their Central Park area or whatever it is. You have the woman who pops out in her little Christmas outfit. Even the kid he rescues is wearing a Christmas outfit. There's even Christmas shopping that goes on as well in the movie. I mean, I think Alfred's doing it for Batman. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I mean, it's
father figure. God damn it! Don't you go down that road. Talk shit about my Alfred.
No, I love Alfred. I'll never diss the guy. I'm just saying, what is he buying? What's going on there? But no, I mean, like he's the whole backdrop is Christmas. Obviously, I mean, you can't not see that.
Did you drop out again?
No, I did not drop out.
Oh, it's so exciting again that it keeps kicking his ass out. No!
I know. Look, dude, we are the hottest show on the internet. We're not even allowed to have our own show because they don't want us to talk. So
That makes sense.
It does make sense. Kendo, did you get a chance to talk about this one yet?
I did not, and I would like to. So this movie, there's lots of Christmas imagery, snow. There's a woman gets thrown into a Christmas tree. There's lots of Christmas stuff going on. There's a Christmas party. However, This movie is a movie that takes place at Christmas time. It is not a Christmas movie. Christmas is not a central theme to said movie. The movie is taking place, and it just happens to take place during the Christmas season. They don't, really make that a big point. Therefore, this movie is not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie that takes place during Christmas. And I say this as somebody that saw it in theaters as a kid, has watched it countless times, and at no point did I ever really take the Christmas thing and think, oh man, this is happening at Christmas. I didn't really think about it being a Christmas movie until you posed the question earlier today. And with that, I will say this is a movie that it takes place at Christmas. There's Christmas time. Everything's going on. But it is not, in fact, a Christmas movie.
See, I'm... Oh, good, Nick.
I was going to say... Well, no, go ahead, Jeff. It's fine.
I'm more in line with Kendo. Like I said, I'm trying not to show all the cards, but I can't honey dick you. So, Kendo, I'm with you about how it's a Christmas... It takes place during the Christmas season, but not necessarily a Christmas film. Now, this question really arises because of Die Hard. Die Hard is a Christmas film to a lot of people. It has Christmas-themed books. It takes place on Christmas. It's the center of the plot is Christmas. That's the concern that I have with most people when they say Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, but it's about Christmas. Like, he goes to California not to hang out, but to go to a Christmas party.
To see his family at Christmas.
Yeah, it's you don't have the story without Christmas, so therefore it becomes a Christmas movie. Yes, you could set it at any time of the year. It could be a retirement party, but it's not. It's a Christmas event. With this movie, Batman Returns, while admittedly it's not my favorite Batman flick, what I do remember imagery-wise is very Christmas-themed, but I just don't feel it on any level. It's a very dark, different type of film. And even Die Hard, which is a Christmas film, incorporates Christmas music and elements and stuff like that. And you don't have to. But I do think Batman Returns falls more into a summer blockbuster category that takes place at Christmas, not an actual Christmas film. So Dion, what do you say to people that would disagree like that?
Well, besides them being wrong, I would say that it's definitely a good point, especially when you bring up Die Hard, because so much of the music is Christmas themed. I mean, they play Joy to the World when they open the safe. So I mean that I think, even though you said you don't have to do that to be a Christmas movie, when you incorporate it into the deeper levels of the film, that's what makes it a holiday movie. That's what makes it whatever holiday movie. That's why, and again, it's funny because it's Die Hard, but that's why Live Free or Die Hard is a 4th of July movie, because it happens during the 4th of July, and they're, even the trailers were, they were playing 4th of July shit. Ode to Joy. Thank you, WCW. But it was Ode to Joy they played to open the safe. But when you incorporate shit like that into the foundation of the film, that's what makes it. And that's why, even though they don't play a lot of Christmas music in terms of the score of the film, so many of the fucking puns are Christmas puns. Obviously, not the subplot, but one of the obstacles that Batman faces, the Christmas tree girl gets killed, and it happens to blame Batman because they steal one of his fucking remote batarangs and all that shit. So shit like that is what makes it. I will say that the feeling of it not being Christmas is part of the criticism of Batman Returns more so than it is against it being a Christmas movie. It doesn't feel that way because, Batman Returns isn't great. I fucking love the film, but even I can admit there's a reason it's not the fucking best Batman film, and it's the reason why it was the Batman film that chased Michael Keaton off of being Batman. That being said, that's more so of Tim Burton getting lazy as opposed to it not being a Christmas film, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much Tim Burton. I think they let Tim Burton off the leash because he did so good, because the first one did so good. And by doing so, they got this movie, this ultra dark movie with Christmas in the background, as opposed to it being part of the movie. They kind of, the way Tim Burton is, he does things oddly, let's say, his own way. But I mean, yeah. I mean, Die Hard, with the Christmas party things like that, it could have taken place on Thanksgiving, and you could have had the same kind of result. It could have been a Thanksgiving movie. But it was Christmas. That's what they went with.
A Thanksgiving Eve party, Nick.
I mean,
the night before Thanksgiving is the biggest bar night, sir. So I think.
Yes, I understand. It's called Skanksgiving. All the girls come home from college. I've been there. I know what you're talking about. However, I would like to counterpoint your guys' claim, especially Dion's, because he talks about how Christmas is there, Christmas is there, Christmas is there. That makes it a Christmas movie. One of my all-time favorite movies that I can watch any day of the week is Trading Places. Trading Places has Christmas in it. Dan Aykroyd dresses like Santa Claus.
It's a Christmas movie.
But at no point would I ever consider it a Christmas movie because Christmas is not a theme of the movie. It is not, this is about what's going on at Christmas time. It is, here's what's going on with these guys' lives. It just so happens that the holiday season after Thanksgiving through Christmas and into New Year's is when this is taking place. Because the other plot points about that movie happen to put it in the Christmas time period during that time of the calendar, not that a central focus is that it's Christmas and that is why this is happening.
Would you say that, to that specific point though, would you say that not being materialistic and being thankful for what you have is not a Christmas message?
No, that's a Thanksgiving message.
So that's no one at all says that during Christmas.
I'm sure they do, but that's the point.
That's
of
why you're wrong. I
100%
Trading Places is a Christmas movie. I think it can double as a New Year's Day movie, but because of that, that's why I think your description is what makes it a Christmas movie. I think that, and I would say that is the same.
So here's counterpoint to that. Trading Places is built off of the concept of Pygmalion, which is also My Fair Lady, which has also been used in Hoi Polloi and the Three Stooges, where you take two people from different backgrounds and put them in different situations and through environment and all that other stuff, create them into being what they are, not that. And it just so happens that that one takes place during Christmas time where the others do not. So it is the same story, just set in different time periods. Therefore, it is not a Christmas movie. It's just set in different time periods. This time, the 1980s, and the backdrop just happened to be during the holiday season. That was not a focal point of the movie. The story was.
Well, I mean, to that point, you could say you could say the same thing about almost the same thing about Die Hard because of it's a terrorist plot movie. It could be any time of year, but they chose Christmas.
It could be,
it could be.
However,
it could be.
He flies cross country to see his wife and children at Christmas. He's going there because it is Christmas.
It could have been a kid's birthday too. They could have made
it a kid's birthday, and we would talk about how it's a kid's birthday movie.
But to that
would be entirely acceptable.
Penguin specifically mentions the Christmas tree reason. Taking the present under the Christmas tree, taking the fucking kids. So, I think that specific way you describe Die Hard applies to Batman Returns in the same way. Again, it's he's specifically doing it because of Christmas and he's upset because of how the election went, blah 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 blah. That's a very specific to the holidays. That's part of that scheme, even though it's ridiculous. That he's doing it specifically because that's a Christmas themed thing to do. Hell, even they make mistletoe jokes. Catwoman mentions the mistletoe a couple times when she's about to kiss Bruce before Penguin crashes the fucking party. I think, again, it is specifically because the reason it doesn't feel that way, that's on Tim Burton. That's not on it not being a Christmas movie, even though obviously it came out in the summer or whatever. But yeah, again, anytime, and it's not the timing that makes it that holidays movie, it's when it specifically incorporates parts of that into the storytelling, like not just the face value story, but whether it's the backdrop and the music and the score and dialogue and all that. If it were the type of movie that we're ignoring the time of the year, then I would have a little bit easier time agreeing with you. But when it's specifically bringing that shit in, that's the difference between happening during a specific time and being that holidays film. That's why Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is specifically a Thanksgiving Day movie.
Yes, and nobody debates that. But the thing is, we're talking about this, and Nick even brought it up about how that movie could take place at different times. Batman Returns could take place during the Easter season, and he could be going around stealing all the little kids' chocolate bunnies, and it would, would that make it an Easter movie if it just happens to take place during the Easter times? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I never saw that version of the movie. But just because it's taking place during Christmas doesn't exactly make it a Christmas movie. Silent
Well,
Night,
so-
Deadly
so-
Night takes place during Christmas. Would you consider that a Christmas movie? I personally
100%.
would.
100%. It's a Christmas
Okay,
movie.
but that's
We've watched
because
it
of
out
all
of
the
Christmas season.
Exactly, because all the central themes of that movie is because of what happens on Christmas Eve, Santa Claus, all that other shit. Batman Returns just so happens to take place at Christmas. That does not necessarily make it a Christmas movie.
He was found by the people in the sewer. I think he says that they found him on Christmas Eve or something.
Okay, there's a lot of people who are born on Christmas Eve.
But to that point you just mentioned, you just said what happened on Christmas Eve, the family getting killed, as an underlining reason to why it's a Christmas movie, because that time of the year affected the main character. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's one reason. It's another reason why it's a Christmas movie. You know, that's part of his origin story, is that shit happened during Christmas time.
Maybe.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's
could
very
be.
weird that the Gotham has an election during the Christmas season. That's very fucking weird. But still, you know, it's ingrained in part of the origin story of the villain, that shit happened to him as a baby during Christmas time.
Okay, so then by that logic, Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie.
I've said that multiple times on this show that it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is. So it's Lethal Weapon 1. I think also takes place during Christmas.
Yep.
It's
Lethal Weapon
Christmas
1's
as
a
well.
Christmas
Okay.
movie. Yep.
Yeah.
And Lethal Weapon 4 is during Chinese New Year. Goddammit.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn,
So
that's
it's a Chinese New Year movie.
Yeah.
And
Technically,
Platoon
again,
is a
it's
Tet movie.
well, I mean, that's a
I mean,
little
if we're
bit
gonna
harder
play
in the
Fast
paint.
and Loose with
We're not playing Fast. You
because
keep
it takes place
attributing
during
it
the
to
same time
Fast.
of year, right?
That's not what we're saying. No, I'm gonna say it again. It's
saying
not
if
just
it takes
no.
place during Christmas,
You're not
it's
listening. That's why
automatically
you're
a
not.
Christmas
That's
movie.
not what I said. What I said to you was, if the theme of the holiday is in the foundation of the film, whether that be the score, if they attribute it into the music of the film, if you have a significant portion of the dialogue, whether it be puns or references or stories or whatever, that exactly rare. It definitely is nerds going at it. But when you incorporate it into the dialogue and not just throwaway lines like you would have, they have during war movies. They'll mention, well, at holidays, a lot of those war movies aren't holiday movies because it's one throwaway line that doesn't come back. It's not a recurring theme. So in these films, it's more than one or two lines referencing that holiday. That's what I'm saying. It's not just because it happens at Christmas time. It's because they're bringing in the holiday into the foundation of the film. That's what I'm saying. And Batman does it multiple times. You can kind of make the argument that Catwoman's theme is very Christmassy in Batman Returns.
I'm glad I sat a lot of this out because there's some really great.
I'm not
points.
because I'm fucking fighting two people at once.
Dude, you're winning.
I know.
You sure? Because it doesn't sound like it.
That's just because in your own mind you always win.
90% of the time. 90% of the time.
Thank you.
90% of the time, 100% of the time.
The best part is people are like, "Oh my god, they're mad at each other." It's like, no, this is
Are you
normal
kidding
shit.
me? Are you really?
Just nerds arguing, baby.
Yeah, because if we were all in the same room as soon as this was over, it'd be like, you're wrong, right? Fuck you, you're wrong. Here, let's get a drink. Okay, let's watch this. All right, and that's how it's gonna be. So like, he thinks it's this way, I think it's this way, and that's just how it's gonna be forever.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Just saying, man. When the theme is a huge Kool-Aid, that's perfect. It's when it influences the film so much more so than a throwaway line, it becomes that that type of film.
Well, even what was it? Trading Places. Dan Aykroyd wears a Santa suit to go bring to the party to try to get the dude to look like he's taking drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the Christmas is not a theme. It's not the main theme of the movie. It's not like, oh my god, we're celebrating Christmas.
But
Christmas isn't the
It
main
just
theme
happens.
of Die Hard. Christmas isn't the main theme of Die Hard. It's a terrorist plot that's the main theme. Just the backdrop is Christmas, and it influences the film.
Okay, so then I agree with you. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
I'm sorry. One more time.
I agree with you. Then Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
Kick him off the fucking show, Jeff. Across the goddamn line.
Dude, you just said it. You said it. It's a terrorist plot movie. Christmas is just a backdrop. So I agree with you. Okay, you've convinced me. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
You can flip it how many times you want. That's you keep half listening to what I'm saying, and then
No,
and
I'm
then
listening
have a
to
response
exactly
to it.
what you're saying. Your argument
No,
about
you're
Batman
not.
Returns being a Christmas movie is that it takes place at Christmas and there's all this Christmas stuff. You just said And Nick said that it's a terrorist. Die Hard's a terrorist plot movie that has Christmas stuff in the background. So it's like you can't have it both ways. Either it's a Christmas movie because of that, or it's not a. No, that's the argument you just made.
No, you keep half listening to what I'm saying, and then
I'm fully listening
half
to
my
what
sentence.
You're saying.
I'm saying
you said it both ways.
No, I'm not having it both ways. Again, I'm gonna say it again. If it's in the foundation of the film, John McClane isn't delivering fucking presents. That's not the main crux of the film. Exactly. But they are both Christmas movies because so much of the influence is Christmas related. Whether it be Ode to Joy, or so much of the theme being having the Christmas chimes in it, or a shit ton of Christmas puns, or so much as funny lines. I have a machine gun, ho ho ho, and you're gonna kiss me under the mistletoe, and Batman Returns. That type of shit. While it's not the main focus of the film, it's still part of the foundation of the film. That's what makes them both a Christmas movie. Obviously, they can be both. You're right, but obviously, Die Hard's an action film. But it's also a Christmas movie. Because the backdrop, he realizes that he loves that they should be together, and he loves her, and da 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 da. That's what also makes it a Christmas movie, not just that it happens during Christmas.
So, am I gonna get the nickname of Baron Zemo because I just broke the Avengers?
Listen to voicemails of us loving each other. Yeah, man, I fucking miss you, man. And you just sit there and
I got all those voice.
Black Panther's ghost comes back.
Yeah. No, because at the end of the day, we're all still on the same page. We're all on the same team here. We just have disagreements over what is and isn't a Christmas movie.
It's fine. Kenny could be wrong all the time. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, good job. Right. Go quoting Dion to try to make yourself look good. Nice. You're gonna go.
He looks good because he's right.
Next?
We just happen to both be right. That's all.
Okay, so now you're his lackey. Good. Got it.
Desperation is not a pretty color on you, honey.
No, I'm not feeling desperate at all. I'm feeling nice and comfortable and just thinking about you and Nick being BFFs.